A diagnostic assessment helps the counselor identify and understand symptoms. It is important for the counselor to understand the nature of the symptoms, frequency, duration, and intensity of occurrence, as well as the context in which they occur. Let's look in on John and Frank as they talk about Frank's week.
Frank, over the last couple of weeks, we've talked about how the past year's found you feeling disconnected from your family and friends. You've told me about the sadness that you've been feeling, and the last time we met, we agreed that you've been experiencing some depression. Tell me what the depression has been like for you this week.
Well, ironically enough, I've actually been a little relieved this week. Just giving the whole business a name, depression, it's helped me out. When I'm feeling low, I'm not as hard on myself, and I don't feel ashamed.
So what I hear you saying is that being able to identify what's going on has freed you from feeling weak, like there is something wrong with your character.
I know it sounds crazy to be glad to be able to say that I'm depressed, but I am,
Crazy's my business, Frank. When we wrapped up last week, I asked you to be aware of when you feel anxious. Tell me about what you noticed.
Well, Tuesday, Travis called me, my youngest son, and he was talking to me about his college classes, especially the ones that are really challenging to him. And I'm just listening to him talk about his international business class, and then I start to notice that my stomach is like twisting into knots, and I don't know where it's coming from. It's just out of the blue.
Let's park there for a little while, Frank. Tell me more about that feeling, physically, I mean.
Well, it's like when you're not sure if your stomach is growling because it's upset or because you're hungry, a real hollow feeling in my gut.
Okay, well, think about the rest of your body. What else?
Well, I noticed my heart was beating faster and my throat was tight.
So when you were feeling anxious, what images or pictures popped into your mind?
I can imagine Travis feeling stressed and worried about his grades. I could see myself in situations like that too, being up against a deadline at work and knowing that I don't have all the information needed to complete a report. Have you ever had one of those dreams where you're responsible for something really important, but you're powerless to accomplish it?
Oh yeah, I know that one. So when you were on the phone with Travis and you felt this anxiety, what did you do with that? What happened next?
Well, I held it together, while I was talking to him, I reassured him that everything would be all right. He could do it. And then when I got off the phone, I poured myself a little liquid courage.
And then?
Well, I felt calmer, but a bit guilty too. A little bit.
In these last two vignettes, we have explored assessment. The textbook includes two valuable models for conceptualizing assessment: Dr. Ron Hawkins' concentric circle model and the Abide in Me model can provide a framework for your assessment work.